Yo, welcome to the channel called Keep Low. You know what I mean? Thank you for rocking out with Keep Low. I appreciate you all. And I am LASHEIM the God. You know the company is called Keep Low. You can go to www.keeplowproductions to get your Keep Low production shirts. Yo, like and share this fucking video. You dig? Hit me with a thumbs up. You dig? I'm giving you that real shit. And if you don't know me, I do videos on street legends. And you know, I give you knowledge that'll help you elevate your life. So once again, go to www.keeplowproductions.com and just fuck with me. LASHEIM the God. Peace. Yo, peace, y'all. What it do? LASHEIM the God. Keep Low is the channel. You feel me? If you're not subscribed, then subscribe to the channel. And if you don't know me, my name is LASHEIM the God. I do videos on street legends. I drop knowledge that help you elevate your life. And I build for the gods, the earths, and the babies with those lessons. You feel me? So subscribe to the channel and give the videos a thumbs up. But yo, today, like, I heard somebody saying that Alpo was the first person to backdoor somebody. And for y'all who don't know, backdoor somebody is when you like set somebody up. You feel me? You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into that today. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Alpo Martinez was a drug dealer from Harlem, a big time drug dealer from Harlem. He had two associates, Richard Porter and a guy by the name of AZ Faison. And there's a movie about them, Paid in Full. So here's that movie right here. But Alpo ended up setting his friend Richard Porter up. And people refer to that as a backdoor. So Alpo Martinez backdoored Richard Porter for whatever reason. He may have said that he did it or anticipated doing it, and then he actually lived it out. He backdoored Richard Porter. And this is how Alpo backdoored Richard Porter. Alpo and Richard were doing business together, and they would give each other money to go take care of whatever. And then Alpo found out that Richard was charging him more than Richard was actually paying for the material. Let's just say material. You know what I'm talking about, D-rugs. And for those who don't know, that's drugs. But so Richard was charging Alpo more for the material. So Alpo said he confronted him once, and then he said Richard lied to him. So what he did was he went out of town, because Alpo and Richard were from New York, Harlem. So he went out of town, and him and another guy by the name of Big Head Gary, who was a guy who was serious in the streets. Let's just put it that way. He was about his business in the streets. And he told Gary about the situation, and Gary was like, let's handle it. Y'all know what I'm talking about with this, let's handle it. So Gary said, let's handle it, you get me? So then Alpo was like, nah, hold on a minute. So then he said, I'm gonna ask him again, and then if Richard lied to me. This is according to Alpo Martinez. He said, I'm gonna ask him again, and if Richard lied to me, then we handle the business. So they went to go take care of some business with, Alpo went to go take care of some business with Richard Porter, but he brought Gary along, and he was in a van, and Gary was sitting in the back of the van, and Richard, according to Alpo Martinez, got into the front of the van. So when he got into the front of the van, Richard and Alpo was talking, and he asked him, yo, that was some good material. Where'd you get that material from? And Richard, according to Alpo, told him the wrong answer. So Alpo Martinez, he was driving, Richard was in the passenger side, and Big Head Gary was in the back. So Alpo gave Big Head Gary the nod in the rearview mirror, and he came up and he handled the business. And Richard Porter was found in like in the Orchard Beach area, and he was deceased. So that's how Alpo backdoored Richard Porter. Now, in another situation, according to Alpo Martinez, he was shaking Dementio's hand because there was a basketball game in D.C. and Alpo was on the court, according to people and according to Alpo, he was shaking Dementio's hand. And for those who don't know, Dementio was a big D-rug dealer, and y'all know what that is. D-rugs is drugs, just for educational purposes. But he was shaking Dementio's hand, and one of his little mans came up, or associate came up, and they handled the business. And Dementio ended up being gone, you know what I mean? So that's how he backdoored Dementio, you feel me? And then the same guy that Alpo was rolling with in a situation with Richard Porter, his name was Big Head Gary, right? So Big Head Gary and Alpo, according to Alpo Martinez, had a conversation where Alpo was like, look, man, you gotta stop acting how you acting, or whatever Gary was doing. He told him, you gotta stop acting how you acting, because if me and you ever got into it, you know too many of my hideouts and my stash spots and a lot of my business, and I know your stuff, so one of us will happen to go. And then according to Alpo Martinez, he said that when he said that to Big Head Gary said, I feel you. Now let's just pause that shit right there for a minute. I know we talking about backdooring, but let's just pause that shit right there for a minute. Because if a motherfucker tell me, like, he gonna do me any physical harm or bring something that's bad to my mental and physical health and fitness, I'm not gonna say, I feel you. Unless I say I feel you and react right there. You feel me, dig me? But moving on with the situation, Big Head Gary said, I feel you. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, keep low. So moving on, Big Head Gary told Alpo, I feel you. So Alpo said, nah, one of us will have to die. And then Gary was like, I feel you. So moving on, you know, they wasn't seeing eye to eye, and Alpo was feeling some kind of way, evidently, right? So how they backdoored Big Head Gary is he told him, yo, I see a guy that you got beef with in D.C. I see him right now, and Gary happened to be looking for the guy, you feel me? So Alpo told him, I see a guy. He said, yo, you got some bangers with you? And y'all know what bangers is. So he said, you got your banger with you? He was like, yeah, I got like 1 or 2 bangers with me. So he was like, I got some bangers with me, and I'm with some cats who got bangers. And he was with, according to Alpo, he was with Wayne Pevy and some other cats. So they told Gary that they seen a dude that Gary was looking for, allegedly some dude named Jawbreaker. So they was looking for him, and they was riding around, and Gary was looking for him or whatever, and Gary started like dozing off, and again they gave somebody a signal, and the dude in back of Gary just gave him the business, you feel me? But today, that was the backdooring situation with Alpo. But just getting to the point that I stated at first, ain't nothing new to this. Al Capone and them, they been doing that. Come on, Bugsy, let's take a ride. Get in the car. And he don't come back. They been doing this. You feel me? In the 20s, whatever mobsters was back there, they was doing that. Other dudes was doing that. You feel me? So just watch the Backdoor. Like I tell you, if you're not subscribed to the channel, it's called Keep Low. That's KEEP/LO. I am LASHEIM the God. I do videos on street legends. I drop knowledge that help you elevate your life. And I build for the gods, the earths, and the babies on them lessons. Yo, I just want y'all to stay at peace and just stay focused for real. This ain't a game. You feel me? Yo, until the next time y'all see my videos, like and share my joints, give them a thumbs up, and just rock out with Keep Low. Peace. I wish you all peace and prosperity. And stay focused.